Back live as we monitor the White House Correspondents' Dinner for the main events. Joining in Eric and Mayor Morial and I, Laura Schwartz, a former White House Director of Events, the author of a brand new book, Eat, Drink, and Succeed. Laura, welcome aboard. Nice to have you. So you were in the Clinton administration, right?
Yes, Geraldo. I went to quite a few of these dinners tonight.
And who do you think was the absolute worst comedian that you ever watched?
Well, Geraldo, I think a lot of people would agree. In '96, it was Don Imus at the podium, and I think he himself calls it the worst speech ever. He didn't just take digs at the president's sex life, but he dove into the anti-Semitism of commentators and other indiscretions. It was quite a tough room that night. You had to look around. Not many people were applauding. Not many were laughing. Some were just sort of like looking around and thinking, is this appropriate to clap now? So it was a little on the edge of your seat.
Eric, Don Imus, your colleague, our friend.
Yeah, I mean, he's way more comfortable in front of a microphone and a TV camera than I guess that setting. He's
I don't think he was that bad.
No, I've never been invited to the Imus show either.
The Clintons are just very sensitive.
What's that?
The Clintons are just very sensitive. You can't make jokes about a Democrat.
And it wasn't just the Clintons. He called Nancy Reagan a moony, glass-eyed woman on mushrooms.
That's funny.
He said Pat Buchanan was anti-Semitic. He said Peter Jennings had a V-chip in his pants because there were interns under his desk. I don't know. I think he was equally offensive towards the media, to the members of Congress, to the president. So I guess he was equal opportunity offensive.
I can name two worse ones, but I'll only do it on the commercial break.
So what about, in terms of feuds, which was the worst feud? Was it Stephen Colbert and George Bush?
That was a good one, but I think even better was
awful.
Okay, you were there. Were you there in, I think it was '07, Lori David, who was the co-producer of An Inconvenient Truth, was there. It was on the eve of Earth Day. Yes. She and Sheryl Crow got into it with Mr. Rove, and everybody sort of stopped what they were doing to watch. And it was quite reported the next day. And it got really heated with Lori David. Sheryl Crow tried to intervene. I guess she tapped Mr. Rove and said, "Wait a second, you work for me." And he said, "No, I work for the American people." To which she responded, "But I am one of them. I pay your salary."
Got that line?
So it kept escalating.
Pretty good, pretty funny. And ended up insulting everybody. Jay Leno, the host, once and future host of The Tonight Show. Pretty good job. He called it a tough room, but he had mostly laughs. Laura Schwartz, former White House Director of Events, author of a new book, Eat, Drink, and Succeed. What do you think? I mean, is that a fair view of how Jay did following the president? It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I think it was pretty funny. You know, he's done this about 3 or 4 other times, so I think he definitely gets the equal insulting mantra there. But I got to tell you, it was very heavy on video clips, a lot like the Jay Leno show at night. I think they liked some of that. The duct tape thing didn't get too much applause. Neither did the cash for flunkers. But other than that, I mean, there was pretty good audience reaction for every one of his jokes.
He didn't hit too many discordant notes. Laura, if you'd stand by.
My brother.
Laura Schwartz, I just think that I think he really can deliver a joke. You know, and I'm prejudiced because I really like the guy, but he has a disarming smile. When he smiles, it's funny. You know what I mean? Even if you totally disagree with his politics, he has an ease about him. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I think he really enjoys this. I think they had a lot of levity towards the end there, and as well they should, talking about the oil spill. But, man, when he was in the middle of that, he loved it, especially poking fun at his own staff like Rahm Emanuel and David Axelrod with the Krispy Kreme commercials. And I just, you know, I think he was really, in fact, when he talked about the Jonas Brothers and the Predator drone, if they came near his kids, I thought that was really a home run for him.
He hit my boss, Roger Ailes, and Sarah Palin, calling you know, the social media, the socialized media. I thought that was pretty. John Boehner got it from both the president and Jay Leno about his orange tan. Do people resent these jokes? You think? I mean, do they take them personally?
No, I actually think they feel quite honored when they make it up to that stage in the president's comedy routine. And I never thought that the word snooki would come out of President Obama's mouth. I thought that was funny, talking about the tanning salons
in the Jersey
and the John
Shore.
Boehner. Yeah, that was good. Although I heard none of the Jersey Shore was invited tonight. Some people thought they might have been there. But no, I really think that he's really comfortable in this role. Now, when President Clinton would get ready for these events, for example, there were a couple of guys that would work on the jokes. He'd put input as to what he wanted to talk about. He took it very seriously as well. You're up there, 15 minutes of stand-up. The world is watching. You got to be funny.
The whole world is watching. Laura Schwartz, thank you very much. I appreciate it.